Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, I have a book haul for you. I was not initially going to do this, but I found out that a release date for a certain book had came out, and it actually came out yesterday, and that was Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is actually the third book in the Lunar Chronicle series, and so this kind of prompted the book haulage of all these other books. So anyway, yes, the first one that I had was actually yesterday, and this is Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is, as I stated before, the third book in the Lunar Chronicle series, and if you have not checked the series out, do so. It is dystopian meets fairy tale retelling, and it is freaking awesome. I'm not a big fan of dystopian type things. I kind of like mine to be either modern to in the past, or more or less just along a different line other than that, but I really did enjoy this series, and I think, well, no, I was like talking with a classmate about it and she was really intrigued by this stuff too. So anyway, there's this one. This one then talks about Rapunzel. Well, there are other two later on in this video that I will point out that have Cinderella and then Little Red Riding Hood, which I think is really kind of neat because I don't know. Well, maybe it's just me being lack of curious, but I have hardly seen any fairy tale retellings of Little Red Riding Hood. But then again, I haven't seen a whole lot of books, so who knows? Alright, so then I also got Eve and Adam by Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate. There we go. And this one kind of is a spin-off of the traditional Adam and Eve story. Even and Spiker, as our main character is called, it gets into a terrible accident, and because of this, she is taken to her mom's facility, and after being tested on and ran on, and after being healed and everything, she gets the opportunity to create the perfect boy. Hey, and so on the, where was it? There's somewhere in here that, oh, here it is on the top. And girl created boy versus man created woman, and of his own being, and blah 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 blah. So there's that. Like I said, it's kind of like an interesting take, and so I'm really intrigued as to how well this turns out. The cover is actually really pretty. Kind of has like this shininess, and then the apple. Really excited about that. So then this is kind of, well, this wasn't so much a cover buy, but as I was surfing through, kind of looking around, I was like, okay, I'll pick up this one. And this is actually Poseidon by Anna Banks. I can't remember where I've seen her name before. I'm pretty sure she's done a couple other stuff that I've read, and I just can't remember it. Oh, no. That was from a different one. Okay, whoops. Oh well. There's this one. This is actually about a mer prince, and that is on the search for a girl that can understand and talk to fish. He meets the girl, and it looks a little bit. Well, it sounds kind of interesting. I think so. There's that one. See if you can spot the theme throughout this whole entire series. I clue you. I clue you. There's a theme. Well, there's technically two themes. Okay, so here's yet another book, and this is called Lost Voices by Sarah Porter. This is another mermaid one, and it actually is more of a dystopian type retelling. Not retelling, but more of a dystopian type book. It's about a young girl named Lucy, and she, oh gosh, I really should do more research before I read these, but it's pretty much about a girl named Lucy who is part of like the Lost Girls. Well, she is a mermaid, and she was once a human, then she goes under a transformation, and more or less what happened was I had stumbled across the third book in this series and picked it up, and it was pretty much where she, at that point in time, was getting ready to have a tribe of mergirls or something like that, and she was trying to fight the government to keep them in place, if I remember this correctly. And so I was kind of like, okay, this looks really good. And then when I found out it was the third book, I was like, okay, maybe I should take it all the way back to the beginning. So that was the reasoning. Oh, and by the way, I should say this. All the hardcovers were probably about $5, $6, $7 at the most. I didn't really see anything that was over that. I could be wrong though. Well, but I thought that was kind of really, really good for hardcover because most of like paperbacks don't even start until like about $3, $4, $5 themselves. Um. Anyway, all right. So the next one, I got it because of the fact that I actually wanted to recreate the makeup look in this. And this is Forgive My Offense by Tira Ann Childs. This is yet another mermaid one, and this is about a young girl who's actually a mer princess, and she falls in love with this really cute guy that happens to be a male swimmer. And yeah, like I said, this is a cover by, purely cover by. Let's see if I can like get this in a darker light, but yeah. I really should do a little bit more research. Oh, and then here are the last two, which are Cinder and Scarlet. As I said before, Cinder is about a young, well, it's pretty much the retelling of a young, or Cinderella, ugh, a young Cinderella, and she is actually a cyborg. And then we have Scarlet, which is the retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. And so far, like these two worlds, she starts out, they each have their individual story, but then she manages to like intertwine them in this really, really, really good way. So, yeah, alright, that's it for now, guys. Let me know if there was any one in particular here that you have read and that you've either liked or didn't like. As I said before, I'm kind of torn between wanting to read Adam or even Adam versus Crest. So if you guys could like leave a comment down below as to which one I should read first, that would be awesome. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a really, really good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!